Hi, it's Laurie at Sew Right, and today I wanted to share with you some cheater fabric we have. And what I mean by cheater is rather than wide back, it's actually made on pretty much like the same type of gray good you might find on the 44 width fabric, the normal quilting fabric. But what is nice is that we've got this nice pretty print that looks like a quilt that you can put on the back. It looks like a grandmother's flower garden. So we have this, and it's 60 inches wide by whatever yardage you might want to cut. And we have this beautiful fat quarter bundle that can go along with it. In addition to our fat quarter bundle, we also have yardage of some of the prettier prints in the bundle. So let me show you some of those. Am I missing one? I think I'm missing one of the lattice ones we have here. I would have to go hunt for it on the wall, but we have kind of, since it looks like a garden and a trellis, we've got a lattice print available as well. So we have this low volume bright white with, again, an imprint of like a grandmother's flower garden. A pretty happy floral. And then more of a linear, although I think it's non-directional. It could run horizontal or vertical, of this cute little floral print on teal. Okay, so this is all by Moda. Funny enough, I don't know what Elaine and I were thinking, but we also have more grandmother's flower garden. So voila. So we also have a different, yet quite similar. This is just 45 width yardage. The difference between this grandmother flowers garden than the other one I showed you is that the colors are much more saturated. There's not as much of the white background, and the grandmother flowers are clustered closer together so that they're joining as opposed to floating on negative space. What you might also find too is they've introduced some other tans and some teals and some taupes and all of that in this group. But I think some of it could marry well still with some of the other Moda. So we've got Riley Blake and Moda, and we have some of their fabrics that might interact nicely with it. We've got this pretty floral print, very springy, and a neutral that doesn't belong to the group, but it's one of Riley Blake's Blenders solids that works well. It's marmalade, and it's part of their paparazzi group. So that's pretty and punchy and very peachy. That was quite an alliteration. And we also have this. So to tone down some of that bright color, we've got this all over kind of gray print with a pretty floral pattern on it. So if I lay that on top, that looks quite nice. And it does pull out this light blue daisy pattern. Their low volume print is even smaller in scale and has more of a color pop in that we've got a variety of almost primaries but not quite. They're a little off, which is kind of cool, in red, white, blue, kind of a gray all over print. So that really might add a nice negative space for any quilt you do. Finally, one more peach, and this is more in line with this neutral. We've got this again peachy neutral with a darker little dot in it as well. Okay, one more piece I'd like to show you is, somebody talks about the New York Beauty and they admire it, but it's quite challenging because if you look at it, there are a lot of 1/4 inch arcs with spikes in there, and oftentimes you are paper piecing some of these units together and then appliquing them on the background. So rather than going all out and trying to create your own, we have this Americana inspired New York Beauty here. Why this beautiful pattern is called the New York Beauty is if you look carefully, the spikes that you see surrounding the block pattern are supposed to be renditions of the spikes of the Statue of Liberty's crown. Fun fact, I just learned it. So we have this beautiful group, and then we also have an Americana colorway to go with it. Perfect for this time of year in terms of Memorial Day, July the 4th, Labor Day, any time of year. So come on in. We always are having more fabric coming in every week. I'm available to help you with your selection, and I look forward to seeing you. Call me at SewRite, 718-468-5858, or email me if you want any of the things I featured today in this video. I'm at Laurie at SewRite. Hope to see you soon. Bye.